Well, I'm down here by the creek, and every time I get to cutting small trees and brush and stuff like that, I always think about this. So what I have here is a forked stick, smaller diameter than a pencil. Okay? And if it looks to you like it's going to make a perfect slingshot, then you're probably in the right direction here. Okay? I've cleaned all the little branches and things off the back side of it because I don't want to cut in my hands. What I'm going to show you here is you can take and put this stick, turn your palms up in the air, and apply pressure towards the tip of the stick, and now you can find water, you can find buried gas lines, phone lines, water lines. This really works good. They used to use this, they called it water witching or well witching, and honestly it does work. And if you want to amaze your children when you're out in the woods, if you're cutting firewood and stuff, give them one of these sticks to play with to keep them busy. I'm going to show you how this works. Now again, I've got my palms up in the air, and I'm just simply applying pressure to the front of the stick there. And when I walk over what would potentially be a vein of water, that is absolutely folding that down out of my hands. Okay? I can back up, and it should stand it right back up. I lost my grip. But it's absolutely dragging that right down out of my hands and folding it backwards towards my body. That's why you want a good pliable stick to make this work. And every time, I mean, there is absolutely, right here where my feet is at, there's something there. But I was down here and I cut this stick for you guys. I wanted to show you this. So I actually walked back up to the house, a couple of clothes hangers, straighten your clothes hanger out, and bend a handle in it in a 90 degree, and about 4 inches long on the end of the handle. And I've got something I'm going to show you. Again, the stick and the 2 clothes hangers is going to work the same way. Alright, it's awfully windy out here. I'm hoping the camera's not picking all this wind up. But I walked up here to show you again. Clothes hanger, straighten it out, bend that in a 90 degree where it fits in your hand. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to lay that 90 degree in my hand. You can see how this is turning freely. We're going to take 2 of them. I still got my forked stick. I'm not done here yet. But we can take 2 of those. Now I've laid down the pipe where the dog's at there, and when I walk over that piece of pipe, these 2 are going to cross in my hands over that piece of pipe. So like I said, you can find drain fields, you can find a buried satellite cable, or anything you're looking for. This is really a neat trick. Like I said, now I'm holding them loosely in my hands and just pointing my shoulders out about straight. When I start to walk over that pipe, you're going to see these things start crossing up. See them going? And if I walk backwards, they'll uncross. Now again, there's a lot of myth behind this. To me, there's really nothing other than knowing that I'm breaking the ground underneath my feet. And they'll cross up every time. Okay? Let me show you this forked stick. It does the same thing. Set these up here so I don't lose them. And we're back to the same stick we had. Now it works on the same premise. As soon as I get to this piece of pipe, there it goes. Okay? Now, another thing, and I know a lot of you guys have seen this done before. So, but have you ever thought about, if you think you have caves on your property, this is a great way to walk along your property and see if you think that there's a cavern underneath your feet, because what this is doing is any void that's underneath the ground that the soil has moved away from, this is going to tip over when you hit that, what I call a circuit breaker, simply because you're breaking the ground between your body and what's beneath your feet. Okay, so again, if you have caves, if you're looking for an entrance or something like that, this can help you find it. There you go. soon as I get to that pipe, it's going to start turning down. And I mean, just absolutely, I'm trying to hold it back, and it'll point right to it every time. So you can picture if that was buried. Now, if I move this pipe, I'm going to walk right back to that same spot, and nothing happens. Okay? You kick the pipe back over here where you can see it. And as soon as I get to that pipe, there it goes. It's already dropping. Okay? And as soon as I step over it, now you can back up. If you get a good stick, you can back up and this thing will stand itself right back up in the air. This one's actually a little bit too big. Isn't that neat? All right. So again, not only will it find water, and that has been done for a lot of years. So smaller than a pencil, the more flexible the stick you can find, the better off you are. And you want to keep this up here probably about a foot long or so. And again, I'm laying this in my hands, my palms up in the air. I'm laying my thumb right over the branches, and I'm folding this towards itself. And then you can see the tension. You can see it bouncing here. As soon as I walk over something, a void under the ground, this thing's going to find it. It does work. Try it. Your kids will be amazed at it. I'm telling you, they'll love it. And it works. Now, these are called dowsing rods, is the technical term. But I can't tell you how many buried phone lines, electric lines, gas lines that we have found when we're getting ready to excavate a spot. Now, if you don't waste a clothes hanger, you can use brazing rods, anything metal. Straighten it out. Don't have to be pretty. Bend it in a 90-degree like that. It works the same way as the stick. You go across and you can find what you're looking for. All right? I hope that's a fun tip for you. My grandkids love it. That has been done for a lot of years. I mean, people has honestly found the water on their property doing that. They have, I mean, you know, it's been a lifeline for a long time. Now, when I'm looking for a cable or something on my property, I will mark where I found where either the sticks cross or the branch folds over. I will mark that, back up, and start trying to draw a line to whatever direction I'm moving in, okay? So every time I get down here by the creek and start cutting small limbs and things like that, I always think about that. And I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you enjoyed it, all right? Your kids will love it, I'm telling you. All right, we got us a trailer load. We've got everything cleaned up. Like I said, guys, that really looks good down through there. Now all we have to do is get this back across the creek and up to the pile. Let's see how we're going to do. I really hope you guys enjoyed the witching sticks and the dowsing rods. Again, you can find pretty much anything is buried on your property as far as, you know, lines, drain fields, you name it. But caves is something most people don't even think about. And if you think you do have caves on your property, great way to go and look for them, and you're going to have fun doing it. All right? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.